Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of College Ball with J-Dog. I decided Wednesday is going to be our all Tennessee episode. We're going to talk about the Tennessee game. Everything Tennessee that week is going to be Wednesday. Thursday and Friday, we'll probably do predictions for games, all that. From now on, every Wednesday will be a Tennessee episode, okay? So today we're going to talk about Nico going to the Oregon UCLA game last year during our season. We're going to talk about Tennessee's coaches and players pushing back on UCLA, talk about Joey Aguilar not having good study habits, and we're also going to talk about Aguilar being on the boomer bust player list. Then we're going to go over what Heupel said in his press conference before the game. So y'all do that YouTube stuff for me real quick before we get going. Hit that like button, get in the comment section, subscribe. Just trying to get to 100 for week one. Nowhere close to it. I appreciate everybody subscribed. If you're watching and you ain't, please get on there, hit the bell, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. Let's get into this episode, y'all. We're 3 days away from some orange on orange crime. I'm ready. I don't know if Syracuse is ready or if we're ready. But I know the fans are ready. I think the Vols are about to surprise some damn people. That's what I think. First things first, we'll go over Joey Aguilar not studying enough for what UCLA said. Said on Wednesday, Adam Sparks posted a terrific article that details Aguilar's football journey from his days as a barely recruited quarterback, becoming a starter in the SEC. Within that story, Sparks revealed how Tennessee's coaches and players felt about Foster's concerns about Aguilar's film room, about his habits in there. After Iamaleava was added to the roster, The Athletic reported that Deshaun Foster wasn't impressed with Aguilar's film studies. Weeks later, Tennessee's coaches, teammates thought that was laughable, especially after seeing Aguilar spend 14 hours per day, 6 days a week in the football facility watching game film and working out. So, like I said when this was brought up, y'all, I think that UCLA was trying to save face for how they did Aguilar. Literally had him move from North Carolina, boom, to Los Angeles in January. Then all because they wanted the shiny little object in Nico, they basically kick him out of the starting role and have to put out a bad narrative about him to make themselves look better. That's how I feel it went down. I could be wrong, but it sounds like since he's got the Tennessee, he's worked his ass off. I mean, 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, y'all. Most people don't work that much. It's nothing. I mean, that's a lot of work to become the starter here and to get as good as you possibly can before the season starts. So I think the UCLA shit was a crock of crap. I mean, that's all it was. It was a crock of shit. It was Deshaun Foster trying to save face for screwing Aguilar over. The good news for Aguilar is he's got a chance to become a legend. He wins at Tennessee this year, he's going down as a legend. He's the hardworking kid that was under-recruited, went to community college, JUCO, then got to Appalachian State, so he got Division ball, one ball, but not high up. And then has a chance to come to Tennessee and help this team make the playoff and even further. If he does that, he'll be a legend forever. And from Tennessee fans, I mean, he'll go down the record books as a legend in Tennessee. That'd be an awesome end to his story because it sounds like the kid's worked his ass off his whole life. Was barely recruited out of high school. Now he's playing at one of the biggest schools in the country and has a chance to make a name for himself. So I hope he proves UCLA wrong. I hope he proves the country wrong because a lot of the media and everybody's talking about how we're going to have a down year because we got him instead of Nico. So I hope the kid comes out, shows out, especially does better than Nico and leads us to another playoff because that would shut everybody up. I don't think it'd be hard for him to match Nico's numbers last year, and I don't know that we'll need more than that out of him. Some people think we will. Some people's not as high on their defense as I am, but I'm pretty high on them. So, some more good news for us Tennessee fans, y'all. Our man Josh Heupel got extended through 2030. If you don't know, this is part of the course. And usually your coach gets extended every year, another year. They want to have 5 years on their contract, so the recruits that come play for them will know they're going to have their coach the whole time they're there. If you're not getting extended, it usually means you're on the hot seat. So we got Josh Heupel through 2030. Other schools can still come call him, but I do not see Heupel leaving like some people think he will if Oklahoma fires Venables. I just don't think Heupel really likes Oklahoma after the way they done him. Whenever Stoops was there, they screwed him over. If you don't know the story, I'm sure you learned it last year when we went and played at Oklahoma. But I don't see Heupel ever leaving for Oklahoma. He might leave for somewhere, but it won't be Oklahoma. I don't think he'll leave for anywhere. He's got it made. Got the best fan base in the country. Got the best athletic director in the country. And the new Adidas deal is about to put us over the top, y'all. So tell me if you think Heupel will ever leave Tennessee in the comments section. He's a top 5 coach in the country. We need to hold on to him. We're not a stepping stone job like Lane Kiffin treated us. We're a damn destination job, and I think Heupel knows that. Up next, we're going to go over this boomer bust list. There's 25 of them. I just screenshot a couple that will affect our season. Aguilar's at 19. Josh Heupel announced Aguilar as the Vols starting quarterback at the end of spring camp. Tennessee would have essentially traded quarterbacks with UCLA. Had this staff not intended to bring the transfer in for immediate competition under center, Heupel praised Aguilar's work ethic and attention to detail and adjusting to new scheme. Following Tennessee's first scrimmage, he was a 2-year starter at Appalachian State, but performing at the highest level in the SEC is a different task entirely. That is true, but nobody's saying that about Mateer for some reason. Look at Washington State's schedule last year. They literally did not play nobody. But yet everybody wants to talk about, oh, Aguilar can't adapt. But everybody thinks Mateer's just going to take off. Pavia adapted pretty well last year. He's not the best thrower of the ball, but, I mean, he's just a tough son of a gun. I can't stand him after he's ran his mouth all season, but Pavia adapted pretty well. Everybody thinks Mateer's going to be in the Heisman race, and he come from freaking Washington State, but everybody thinks Aguilar's just going to be dog crap for some reason. They think we're going to win 7-8 games because of it. Another quarterback on that list, I'm sure you can guess who it is, a boomer bust. Former Vol quarterback, Nico. They said, here's a chance the former Tennessee star to go prove he can lead a program essentially by himself. Out west, he's not facing return to playoff pressure with the Bruins or even expectations of a top-tier Big Ten finish. But there are doubters following his messy exit from Tennessee, and there's only one way for the former 5-star can silence those critics. Iamaleava already shown special traits during camp, and now getting to bowl eligibility would be a major boost he could provide for Deshaun Foster and the program. Ain't that sad that you leave a program where getting to the playoffs and winning the national title is the expectations, and you think you improved your situation by going to a team that making a bowl game would be a hell of a year? Tennessee was there before. Tennessee's not there no more. And they're all talking about Nico. Oh, he's worth 2 or 3 more wins this year. We all heard that last year. How good you think Nico is? He's better. We'll see when the lights come on Saturday night. It starts at 11. You be damn right. I'm staying up and watching. I don't care if it don't end till 3 or 4 in the morning. I hope UCLA gives him a little dose of some medicine, y'all. I hope they bring the heat on him. I hope they're hitting him left and right. I hope he has a terrible game. I hope he has a terrible game every week. Because contrary to what Joel Klatt says, I don't believe that crap that we put out a propaganda hit on him, all that bull crap. No, I think he screwed us over, and he knows it, and Tennessee told it like it was. There's one more player on that list I want to talk about that is not a Tennessee player, but it does affect Tennessee because we play them this year. They got Ty Simpson at number 1, y'all. I'm not going to read this whole thing. It's basically self-explanatory. If he's a top-tier quarterback, Alabama will flourish this year. If he's not, they're going to struggle to win games. I mean, their defense, if they're as good as everybody says they are, will keep them in games. But if he's a top-tier quarterback, they should win a lot of games. So I'm not a believer in him quite yet. And that article said that it's kind of like a game of chance. You could, or deal or no deal. That's what it said. It could be $1 million in there. It could be $10 million. You don't know what you're going to get. So it don't sound like Alabama's too confident in him either. Up next, Syracuse's coach said, we should play this player. We're not going to play him. It's Jermon McCoy. He said, we should play him. He said, they got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And number 3, McCoy, said Brown. Just watching him play, I hear they don't know if he'll play, but I would play him if I was them. He's good as heck. He can play football. That's true, and it's not like we're just going to not play him because we don't want to play him, y'all. He's still recovering from his ACL. I think he's probably not going to play this week. I think he might get some reps against ETSU just to get back rolling. But Georgia is the big game that I think he'll be back maybe full go in. I'm hoping Georgia game because we could sure use him out there to lock down a receiver against Georgia. Because we need to get that win against Georgia. That's the one team Heupel has not beat yet. That's the top team in the SEC that we played is Georgia. That's the only hump he's got to get over. I think it's the year with it being a home and how we don't lose a home. But just to update on Jermon McCoy, I do not think he'll play this week. It would surprise me a lot if he does. But you never know. They've not said if he will or he won't, but the insiders like Austin Price and them don't think he'll play this week, which I don't think will be a big deal with their depth at corner, but I would like to have him back for SEC play, which starts with Georgia. Up next, this is wild, y'all. Former Tennessee Vols quarterback Nico Emiliava confirmed on Wednesday that he went to see Oregon Ducks playing during the 2024 season. Emiliava told reporters Wednesday that he went to the Rose Bowl last September to watch Oregon and UCLA. The last UCLA game I did come to was the UCLA-Oregon game at the Rose Bowl last year. That wasn't a good memory for me, but we're ready to go this year. So while we're in the middle of the season, I don't care if it was a bye week or not. Your quarterback, you're supposed to be leader of the team, should not be in California on the bye week watching a ball game. Tennessee didn't have a game that weekend. Well, he still shouldn't be out there watching Oregon and UCLA. And what? Because he's going to watch UCLA, y'all. He went to watch Oregon. Because if you recall, in December and January, he was trying to go to Oregon. But Oregon said, kick rocks. We got Dante Moore right here. Before the start of spring practice here, EMLE's representatives reached out to Oregon to gauge interest in the quarterback, but the school said it wasn't interested. Oregon then notified Tennessee that EMLE was being shopped to the Ducks. Dan Lanning's an OG for that, y'all. He really is. He's an OG for calling Heupel and telling him, hey, your quarterback's trying to come here. He's calling other schools. So I appreciate Lanning for that and helping us figure out what was going on and helping us take care of the situation. I'm not even sure. Did we have a bye week for Arkansas last year? Because if we did, let me look it up real quick. Because if we did and we lost that Arkansas game like that, it don't help that Nico was there in freaking California that week instead of with his teammates being a damn leader. So y'all bear with me. Because I'm pretty sure we had a bye week before that game. Yes. Look at this. I know you can't see it. That bye week was September 28th when he was out watching Oregon, thinking about going there. Then the next week, the idiot runs out of freaking bounds with no time on the clock. Didn't even throw the ball to the damn end zone. We get upset at Arkansas. Makes a lot more sense now, don't it? We lost 19-14. Had a chance at the 20-yard line, and the kid didn't even throw the freaking ball to the end zone. He ran out of bounds like Joe Denton did against Ole Miss. And he's too busy out on his bye week watching fucking Oregon and UCLA. Can you believe that crap? No wonder we come out and lost that damn game. Your quarterback was no leader at all. He was no leader at all last year. Any insider you talk to that talks about it said he was not a leader at all last year. I think we got a leader at quarterback this year. I'm glad he's gone. He can kick rocks. Like I said, I'll stay up till 3 o'clock this weekend and watch and hope he gets his ass beat by Utah. Last thing we're going to go over, y'all, is what Heupel talked about in his press conference. This is not everything, but it's some of it. Good afternoon, everybody. Excited to get a chance to go kick off here with the guys. Our team has done a great job throughout the course of the offseason, during training camp, of continuing to grow, camaraderie, connection from the way they compete. Get a chance Saturday to go tee it up, play ball together. Really good opponent. It's going to be a great atmosphere. We've got a bunch of kids, I think 20. They're from the state of Georgia, 15 from the Atlanta area. Opportunity to go out there, play in front of a lot of their people too. Certainly expect to see a lot of Tennessee Orange inside the building. So excited for the opportunity. It's going to be 80-90% orange, y'all. We already know that. So, you notice he said camaraderie, connection. That's something none of these players have in Nico last year. That's been all the reports. Deshaun Foster wants to put out a report on her quarterback about how he didn't film study and stuff, but literally everybody at Tennessee says he spent 14 hours a day. Heupel took the high road. He could come out and say Nico was no leader at all last year. Never was a leader of this football team like a quarterback's supposed to be. Anyway, Heupel talked about his contract extension. We have dynamic leadership here from president, chancellor to athletic director. They've given us in this program an opportunity to grow, given us the tools and resources that we need. And we built a team inside of that team room or locker room that I love being around. And to me, this is college football as good as it gets. Excited about who we have in the building as far as our staff. And excited about the future here at Tennessee. That don't sound like a coach is looking to go anywhere, y'all. He's telling you, I've got everything I need here to succeed, and we're going to succeed here. He's already succeeded. Next step is getting to the playoff, winning a game or two. Maybe a year or two down the road, win a national title. I ain't saying we can't this year. You never know. Heupel's a damn tier 1 coach, like J.D. Patel said. He's a tier 1 coach. I think he's top 2 or 3 coach in college football. What he's done with this program in such short time, it's been absolutely nothing short of amazing. Up next, he said how Tennessee's depth chart on defense this season compares to last season. I believe we have really good depth inside of our roster. On the defense side of the ball, we lost some dynamic players, but we returned a lot of guys that have played a lot of football as well with the ability. The way that we've been able to rotate here, in particular last year, and so a lot of experience. And our young guys have all the traits and have done a really good job growing. I think that's one of the things that was striking when we finished spring ball to where we opened up training camp. The growth that we saw from our young players and our entire program, but on the defensive ball as well. Y'all, this defense, I preached it all damn offseason. This defense is deep. We got some young bucks, 4, 5-star guys that are going to make a difference this year. We got experienced older guys that are going to make a difference this year. Everybody's back from the secondary except for Will Brooks. Will Brooks will be missed. Yeah, he's a walk-on, but damn, he made big play after big play. interceptions and stuff last year. Linebackers deeper this year. We're going to miss Peely, but we got more depth there this year, more athleticism. We got some highly rated younger guys there, too, that are in 3-4 deep. That'll get some playing time as we go. Defensive line, still as deep as you could ever imagine. We're going to rotate 12, 13 guys like Rodney Garner does every year. This defense is going to be a top 10 unit. I think it'll be a top 5, but it will absolutely for sure be a top 10 unit. I think we're going to leave Saturday being like, man, this defense is going to eat some people up this year. I think we're going to leave Saturday also saying, this is the offense I remember under Josh Heupel. I think we're going to be playing fast. None of that slowing down crap we had to do with Nico and Joe. I think we're going to be fast, explosive. We're going to run, hit you over the top. It's going to be a fun game to watch, y'all. I really think that. If you can't tell, I'm fired up for it. I'm ready for some orange on orange crime, and I'm ready for the right shade of orange to pull off the damn win. The growth of Tennessee quarterback Joey Aguilar as a player and as a leader. First of all, the entire quarterback group competed in the meeting room, the weight room, on the practice field, all the right ways. I think it was a great example to our team of how to handle competition. They pushed each other, challenged each other, helped each other grow. And you'll need that throughout the course of the season as well. Joey, from where he started when he arrived here, just his ability to build relationships with our guys and grow into somebody that has a voice inside of the team. And anytime you're learning a new offense, that's a lot of time on the task with that. And as he continued to grow inside of it, I've been able to see and feel him on the practice field and in the building more and more. He's got an extremely calm demeanor about him, very confident in who he is as a person. I think Heupel loves his quarterback, y'all. I really do. I think Heupel loves his quarterback. I could be wrong. I think Heupel thinks he's got somebody that can run his offense perfect, and he's about to let that ball fly this year, y'all. I think the offense was held back last year by the quarterback. Against scrub teams, he let it fly, but then the big games, he ran the ball way more and didn't trust Nico to throw the ball. I think he's going to let Aguilar sling that thing this year. Last thing on the leadership of his team this fall. Yeah, not just this fall. When you come back in January, that's one of the things that we're intentional in developing. It's not just one individual. It's a really strong, deep core of leaders that we have in all 3 phases of the game. Those guys have had extreme ownership of what we're doing. You just look at how they coach their teammates, the extra work that those guys put in collectively in position groups. That only happens when you got really strong leadership and really proud of those guys. But that's an ongoing growth from those guys here, and you're going to need that on Saturday, but you're going to need it throughout the course of the season as well. At the bottom, it says if tight end Miles Kitson was 100% healthy, Heupel's simple answer was yes, he is. So on the leadership and stuff, y'all, any coach that's team wins at a high level, they all tell you the same thing. They say, this team leads itself. The players coach themselves. They hold each other accountable. They do this. They do that. Tennessee has that kind of team. I really think we do. We got a lot of experience, a good mix of experience with young guys, especially on defense. We got a lot of experience. Offense, we got some experience. We also got some young guys. I think we got a good mix there. We got the most talent we've had since Heupel's been here. I'm fired up to see what it looks like Saturday. I know y'all are. I just wanted to cover that with y'all. Get back to my roots on the channel, cover the Vols. That's going to be every Wednesday now. We're going to cover Tennessee only. Then the rest of the week, we'll cover the games and stuff for that week. But Wednesday will be all Vols. I appreciate y'all tuning in, y'all. If you haven't done that YouTube stuff for me yet, please do that. You know what it is. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. I appreciate you tuning in. God bless you. And as always, go Vols.